Tonight from Howell and the North Bureau, Dearborn in the West Bureau, from the Detroit Bureau, Bloomfield Hills in the North Bureau, and Windsor. With Wes Sargentson, the news.
Good evening. All the bickering and confusion in Congress is over. The Senate voted today to approve the Second Panama Canal Treaty.
News 4 Detroit with John Blunt and Jennifer Moore, Don Shane with sports, and Larry Shannon with the weather.
Good evening. Detroit police don't know why it happened. This morning's shooting at a West Side motorcycle club that left 3 people dead and 6...
News 4 Detroit with Mort Krim, Kai Maxwell, Don Shane Sports, and Sonny Elliott Weather.
Good evening. State and federal officials tonight have ordered a study of a dump site at Breckenridge, Michigan, near Saginaw. They want to find out if radioactive waste is responsible for Breckenridge having a higher rate of some cancers than other towns.
The latest news for the metro area. News 4 tonight.
Good evening.
News 4 today with Dan Mountney, Vicki Griffin in Weather Watch, and the News 4 team.
Good morning, everyone. Dwayne X. Riley in for Dan Mountney. Another hairy adventure coming into work this morning. I hit the
News 4 at 5 with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan. Rich makes health report. Bernie Smilovitz with sports. Mel Sillers in Weather Watch, and the News 4 team.
Smokers could...
News 4 at 6 with Margie Reedy, Jack Legoff and business editor Jennifer Moore, Al Ackerman with sports, Brian Tegland in Weather Watch, and the News 4 team. News 4 tonight with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Eli Zerrett with sports, Mal Sillers in Weather Watch, and the News 4 team.
Good evening, and it's a very good evening for Detroit Tiger fans. The losing streak is over. The magic number is lower.
News 4 tonight with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Brian Teglin in Weather Watch, and the News 4 team.
He seemed to become a man of reason when his forces stopped attacking.
News 4 Nightbeat with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Bernie Smilovitz with sports, Brian Tegland in Weather Watch, and the News 4 night team.
They say the killing has to stop. Kids should be able to walk safely on the streets and go to school and play. One group tonight is doing something. They're determined to save our kids.
News 4 Nightbeat with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Margie Reedy's cover story, Bernie Smilovitz with sports, Brian Tegland in Weather Watch, and the News 4 night team.
Twice the federal government has taken him to trial, and twice he's come out with a verdict of...
News 4 Nightbeat with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Bernie Smilovitz with sports, Chuck Gatica in Weather Watch, and the News 4 night team.
Good evening. A dramatic end to a daring prison escape. Last July, 3 inmates broke out.
News 4 today with Roger Weber and Mal Sillers.
The U.S. Health Secretary is putting out a...
News 4 at 5 with Mort Krim, Carmen Harlan, and Chuck Gatica.
Tomorrow marks the...
News 4 at 5 with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Bernie Smilovitz and Chuck Gatica.
Good evening. It laid waste to Jamaica. It buffeted the Caribbean. And now Hurricane Gilbert has come ashore to blast its winds, pour down its rains, and bring misery before it dies sometime this weekend.
With Rich Make and Margie Reedy, Bernie Smilovitz and Chuck Gatica. Now, News 4 at 5:30 with Emery King, Margie Reedy, Bernie Smilovitz, and Chuck Gatica.
Good afternoon. Coming up on News 4 at 5:30, several Michigan pre...
Now, News 4 at 6 with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Al Ackerman, Chuck Gatica, and business editor Jennifer Moore.
Good evening. The University of Michigan basketball team is coming home tonight with a prize only one college can claim each year. The NC...
News 4 Nightbeat with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Bernie Smilovitz and Chuck Gatica.
Good evening. The days of unquestioned obedience are over for many Catholics. Nowhere is there greater...
News 4 Nightbeat with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Bernie Smilovitz and Chuck Gatica.
This was not a normal day in the San Francisco Bay Area. The aftershocks continued from Tuesday's killer earthquake.
News 4 Nightbeat with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, Bernie Smilovitz and Chuck Gatica.
Good evening. Once again, there are indications the religious cult standoff in Texas could be ending.
News 4 Nightbeat with Dan Mountney, Nona Barbie, Scott Wally, and Paul Long. News 4 Nightbeat with Dan Mountney, Jennifer Moore, Paul Long, and Fred McLeod.
Good evening.
News 4 Nightbeat with Dan Mountney, Christy Kruger, Fred McLeod, and Paul Long.
Good evening. They took an oath to protect and defend the citizens of Detroit.
I'm Mort Krim.
I'm Carmen Harlan.
These are the stories breaking tonight. A shootout. 2 Detroit officers critically wounded.
Verdicts are reached in the Tar murder trial.
Michigan fires leave at least 8 dead.
Now, from Michigan's best news team, this is Newsbeat.
Good evening. There was tragedy and bloodshed on a busy city street this afternoon. 2 Detroit police officers were shot and wounded. Police officers put their lives...
Newsbeat today with Rich Make, Catherine Adams, and Mal Sillers.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Newsbeat Today. It is Monday morning, August 3rd, beginning of another work week. Some showers around this morning, the kind you drive through, 50 feet and you're through them already.
Yeah.
Very scattered, I guess.
Scattered and quite regular these days. Let's check it.
Ahead on the Newsbeat, a warning of war anytime.
Bracing for war realities at home.
Escaping Israel with only their lives.
Now, from the award-winning News 4 team, Newsbeat at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Our American soldiers are dug in deep in the Saudi sand tonight, waiting for war.
All is quiet on the war.
And now, with Mort Krim and Carmen Harlan, this is Newsbeat at 5.
The people at the house, because they said they didn't know anything about it, and they knew all about it.
Now, from the award-winning Newsbeat team, this is Newsbeat at 6.
This is where a female jogger says she was...
You're watching the Newsbeat at 6 with Emily King and Ruth Spencer, Van Earl Wright Sports, and Chuck Gaidica's Big Picture Forecast.
This is the Nightbeat with Mort Krim, Carmen Harlan, Van Earl Wright Sports, and Chuck Gaidica's Big Picture Forecast.
Good evening. Our big story tonight is a breaking story.
This is the Nightbeat with Dan Mountney and Asha Blake, Fred McLeod with sports, and Paul Long with the Big Picture weather.
Good evening. The big story tonight on day 13.
This is the Nightbeat with Dan Mountney, Asha Blake, Steve Garagiola Sports, and Paul Long's Big Picture Forecast.
Good evening. The latest on the crash of U.S.
The big story is the mystery still surrounding Andrew Cunanan, even after he killed himself. The fugitive murder suspect is dead, but left few clues about the spree that left 5 other men dead.
Making news now this Thursday. She's charged with killing Dr. Deborah Iverson. Now you'll hear Anitra Coomer's side of the story, a story she told in open court. Plus, you've seen products that claim they are child-proof. Tonight, you'll see kids put them to the test.
It's all right now on the Newsbeat at 5, where local news comes first.
Good afternoon. The big story is an incomplete story. Andrew...
From the award-winning Newsbeat team, this is the Newsbeat at 6.
Good evening. Our big story tonight raises new questions about a murder and manhunt that gripped the nation for more than a week. There are new questions about suspected serial killer Andrew Cunanan.
He was...
You're watching Channel 4, WDIV, and this is the Nightbeat now, where local news comes first.
An apartment fire near Hamtramck injures 2 people and puts several families out on the streets, homeless just in time for the holidays.
The big story tonight.
Live from Detroit's news leader, you're watching WDIV Channel 4, where local news comes first.
Former Michigan State football player Demetrius Underwood recovering this morning. He was found on a Lansing sidewalk with a serious neck wound. We'll have an update straight ahead.
Channel 4, where local news comes first.
Yeah, some brand new statistics.
News leader, you're watching WDIV Channel 4, where local news comes first.
Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. There are going to be people who come in our primary, just be aware of it, who come in with one intention, to vote against somebody so they can go back and vote for Al Gore. That's the facts.
You're watching the Nightbeat with Carmen Harlan, Devin Skillian, Chuck Gatica with Big Picture Weather, Bernie Smilovitz with Sports, and Good Health with Lila Lazarus. This is Channel 4, where local news comes first. Live from Detroit's news leader, you're watching WDIV Local 4, where local news comes first. Now, Local First News Today.
Good morning. It's a Tuesday, November 27th. I'm Steve Garagiola.
I'm glad you could join us. I'm Sean Gables, along with Deborah McGann. Good morning. Good morning.
Live from Detroit's news leader, you're watching WDIV Local 4, where local news comes first. Now, Local First News.
Live from Detroit's news leader, you're watching WDIV Local 4, where local news comes first. Now, Local First News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Art Edwards.
And I'm Michael Ann Wolf. A wild night for people living in one...
Live from Detroit's news leader, you're watching WDIV Local 4, where local news comes first. Now, Local First News at 11.
Good evening. We're glad you're with us this Monday night. I'm Devin Skillian.
And I'm Carmen Harlan. A brand new warning tonight from the FBI. This one mentions a specific U.S. industry. The FBI is warning...
You're watching Local First News with Carmen Harlan, Devin Skillian, Chuck Gatica with Big Picture Weather, Bernie Smilovitz with Sports. This is WDIV Local 4, where local news comes first.
Live from Detroit's news leader, it's 5 a.m. And this is Local 4, where local news comes first. With Steve Garagiola, Sean Gables, Eric Wilson, Tracy Gary, Jill Washburn, and Chopper 4, and Detroit's #1 news team.
Another blast of winter hits Metro Detroit this morning. The local...
This is Local 4. Local First News at noon begins now.
A raging fire destroys several Grosse Pointe Park businesses. The question this noon is, why did the businesses burn? Good afternoon. I'm Ruth Spencer.
And I'm Rhonda Walker. Thanks for joining us. Lila is off this noon.
Live from Detroit's news leader, it's 5 o'clock, and this is Local 4, where local news comes first. With Carmen Harlan, Devin Skillian, Chuck Gatica, Bernie Smilovitz, and Detroit's #1 news team. Live from Detroit's news leader, it's 6 o'clock, and this is Local 4, where local news comes first. With Carmen Harlan, Devin Skillian, Chuck Gatica, Bernie Smilovitz, and Detroit's #1 news team. Live from Detroit's news leader, it's 6 o'clock. This is Local 4, where local news comes first.
We firmly believe that he was planning an attack. He was...
Live from Detroit's news leader, it's 11 o'clock, and this is Local 4, where local news comes first. With Carmen Harlan, Devin Skillion, Chuck Gatica, Bernie Smilovitz, and Detroit's #1 news team.
A mystery dust raining down in the suburbs. The defenders exposed the problem. Tonight, a stunning admission. A local landfill admits responsibility. Good evening, I'm Carmen Harlan.
And I'm Devin Skillion. More on the mystery dust coming up in a moment, but first a breaking news alert as at least 4 homes are on fire in Highland Park.
Local 4 News is everywhere. Now, Local 4 News at 5. You're watching Local 4 News at 5 with Carmen Harlan, Devin Skillion, Chuck Gatica, Bernie Smilovitz, and breaking news coverage from Sky 4.
A person actor caught on tape.
Live from Detroit's news leader, it's 5:30, and this is Local 4.
Well, I've seen him throw his forearm into her to get her out of the way.
Local 4 News is everywhere. Now, Local 4 News at 5:30.
We begin with a breaking story in East Point. Police say a man in a truck may have...
You're watching Local 4 News at 5:30 with Emery King, Ruth Spencer, Chuck Gatica, Bernie Smilovitz, and breaking news coverage from Sky 4.
An apprentice shocker. Ivana...
Local 4 News is everywhere. Now, Local 4 News at 6. Live from Detroit's news leader, it's 11 o'clock, and this is Local 4.
Local 4 News is everywhere at 11. The entire Metro Detroit region still under a winter storm.
Local 4 News is everywhere. Now, Local 4 News at 11.
From the Power of 4. Local 4 News at 5:30 starts right now.
And right now, a mother is being investigated after her children are found all alone crying in a Canton park. It's a story you saw only on 4. Police say the children were 3 and 5 years of age, and they were found alone at Griffin Park about 2 o'clock this morning.
From the Power of 4. Local 4 News at 11 starts right now.
The future of Ford. The glass house empty at this hour, but tonight we know what's in store for thousands.
From the Power of 4 and clickondetroit.com. Local 4 News first at 4 starts right now.
And good afternoon, I'm Ruth Spencer. It looks like we've got a beautiful weekend coming up, so let's get you going with the latest weather and traffic.
You're watching Local 4, the home of clickondetroit.com. Local 4 News Morning starts right now.
A Boy Scout camp torn apart by a tornado this morning. Families are reunited after these deadly tornadoes touched down. Right now, 40 people are recovering from injuries and 4 people died.
You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News Morning starts now.
There's rain.
You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News at noon starts now. You're watching Local 4, the home of clickondetroit.com. Local 4 News, first at 4, starts right. You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News at 4 starts now.
Setting.
You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News at 5 starts now. You're watching Local 4, the home of clickondetroit.com. Local 4 News at 5:30 starts right now.
A hallway hero. This young woman is alive tonight thanks to one of her classmates who came to her rescue at school.
It was a dramatic scene at Roseville High School. A student was choking until one of her classmates stepped in.
WDIV Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now. You're watching Local 4, the home of clickondetroit.com.
Local 4 News at 6 starts right now.
He was just starting the second grade when his dad left for Iraq. Today, this third grader can finally stop counting down the days till his favorite soldiers return. Good evening. The wait is over for one local family after a very long year.
You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A major movie studio deal is done tonight, and that means lights, camera, and jobs, a whole bunch of them. Thanks for joining us tonight. The studio is coming to Allen Park, but the most exciting part is thousands of skilled workers will be hired.
And we're told people right here in Metro Detroit who were laid off will get the first crack at those jobs.
Local 4 News at 11 starts right now. You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News at 11 starts now. You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News Morning starts now.
But first, and in a
All new, up-to-the-minute stories you need to see. Local 4 News Morning continues right now. You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News today at 6 starts now.
Fighting for his freedom, a local doctor facing fraud charges is hoping to be released from jail.
Watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News today at 6:30 starts now.
Magic in Michigan, NBA Hall of Fame.
Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News today starts now.
Thousands of children.
You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News first at 4 starts now. You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News at 5 starts now. You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now. You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News at 6 starts now. You're watching Local 4, home of clickondetroit.com. WDIV Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Families feud. Local 4 in the middle of a wild scene when relatives of a murder victim clash with a suspect's family.
Live from the home of Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A day of delays and disappointment. Michigan lawmakers still working on language to come up with a plan to improve our roads. Will we get a deal? We're live in Lansing.
Live from the home of Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
The storms came through fast and hit hard. A lot of families in the dark tonight.
The severe weather has left a huge mess to clean up.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News first at 4 starts now. Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
It's a tanker and it keeps exploding, and it's a tanker and 3 cars. 1 car flipped over.
Inferno on I-94.
Live from the home of Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Deadly shooting and attempted robbery of an armored truck leads to gunfire, and now the search for another suspect on the run.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A travel agency trusted by so many families here in Metro Detroit suddenly leaves their offices here in Troy, making off with tens of thousands of dollars.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Cracking down. Tonight, one local mayor who rides with the cops into neighborhoods, making sure no one is breaking the law with fireworks.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News today at 5 starts now.
Developing from overnight, one person is dead, 2 others have been injured after an ex-boyfriend goes on a shooting rampage.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News today at 5:30 starts now.
Living in fear for a decade, a 77-year-old woman is concerned the house next door.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News Today at 6 starts now.
Good finally Friday morning, everybody. Tracking a little bit of wet weather to the north and to the west.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
Good morning, everybody. We're keeping a close eye on an active radar on your finally Friday.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Open early. Great news for drivers. You can now use northbound I-275 on brand new pavement. The reactions from elated Metro Detroit commuters coming up.
And a few showers out there, but
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News first at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill in today for Karen Drew. Police have been scrambling all over Oakland.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
A Detroit man comes home from the hospital to find this water heater gone.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now.
A body found in the middle of this field, but it's not connected to any crime.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
An 11-year-old girl in Hazel Park ran away from home and...
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Breaking right now, a chase ends in a crash, sending multiple people to the hospital. Why police were after this pickup truck.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News Today at 5 starts now.
Unimaginable heartache in Florida, where more than a dozen people are killed when a young gunman opens fire inside of his former high school. This morning, we're learning new details about the gunman, the victims, and the heroes.
But first, the fog. You're going to want to allow...
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News Today at 5:30 starts now.
Protecting the games is an Olympic-sized job. This morning, we've got an inside look at just how much security will go.
Live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News Today at 6 starts now.
Winter weather advisory in full effect this morning. Snow is falling all across the metro area, and it's accumulating, and it's keeping the roads slick, and the accidents are building. It's a messy travel. You're going to need to allow yourself some extra drive time. And Brandon says we have another punch of measurable snow coming our way before the end of the week.
From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
Relentless rain, flooding, and even tornadoes. Tropical Storm Harvey continues to wreak havoc in Texas.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Thunderstorms rocked the area this morning. It's still raining out there, and we may not be done.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News first at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sandra Ali in for Karen Drew on this Friday. First at 4, we have a big turnaround in a custody case.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Hoping for the best while preparing for the worst in Macomb County. There's one critical thing officials are hoping won't happen as they rush to fix that collapsed sewer in Fraser.
Also, a few shots of snow tonight, but we could be in for more over the weekend. The Local 4
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now.
There were plenty of problems, but was there any voter fraud? Detroit's clerk answering the questions and revealing big new plans to make sure every vote is counted and counted properly. We'll start there at 5:30. Big news from Detroit's Department of Elections.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Every county in lower Michigan under a freeze warning or frost advisory tonight. How low temperatures are expected to go. Coming up.
All right, Ben, also the first big headache in this phase, the I-75 overhaul. A full closure this weekend along one of the freeway's busiest stretches.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
We begin the news tonight with 4 people shot after a fight breaks out inside a Southfield bar. Cell phone video there shows the moment panic erupted when the gunfire started.
Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
And we are sad to report this afternoon, breaking news. The Queen of Soul is gone.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News today at 4:30 starts now.
A flooding crisis in mid-Michigan. Thousands of families spending the night away from their homes, and many.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News today at 5 starts now.
A stunning new twist to a high-profile missing persons case that dates back 25 years.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News today at 5:30 starts now.
Getting answers about unemployment and what's causing so many problems with Michigan's system.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News today at 6 starts now.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, March 27th. I am Nick Monticelli.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sandra Ali. Happening now on Local 4 News today.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News today at 6:30 starts now.
More money for the American people. House Democrats unveil a new $3 trillion stimulus package, but it is facing some fear.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News at noon starts now.
And in sight, the president says that it is states who will decide when to reopen.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News first at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, the coronavirus continues to break hearts, force people out of their jobs, and it leaves parents worried about their children's education.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
The holidays are all about giving, right? And we are giving back in a big way with the help of Somerset Collection. Trust me, you're going to want to see this story. It's coming up new tonight.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now.
Speeders thought they were getting a free pass. Boy, were they wrong. Michigan State Police.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Nurses and staff members protesting outside of a groundbreaking for Michigan medicine. But it's not the new building they're upset about.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit. Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
For children who've lost a parent, this time of year can be especially difficult. A local charity is trying to make things a little bit better.
This is like a dream come true for them.
See how volunteers from across Metro Detroit are bringing Christmas to these kids.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
I signed an executive order this morning to extend the stay home, stay safe order through May 15th.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 a.m. starts now.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday, 10th day of July. I'm Rhonda Walker.
And I'm Jason Cole.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 a.m. starts now.
Happy Friday, everybody. Good to have you with us if you're with us on Local 4 Plus.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
It's the final countdown. Less than 19 hours until Election Day begins. It's
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News first at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, Maud Children's Hospital now says it is
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
We begin tonight with a battle over reproductive rights in Michigan unfolding all day in a Pontiac courtroom. The hearing is wrapped up and the judge in the case says his decision will come tomorrow morning at 10:30.
That comes after a day and a half of rather
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5:30 starts now.
One of the city's worst examples of commercial blight is finally coming down after sitting dormant for decades. We're talking about what many Metro Detroiters used to call the Boblo Bill.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Top Michigan Republicans going under oath to give their version of what happened with a group of so-called fake electors.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Wintry temperatures have settled in across Metro Detroit. We are below freezing, and there is some snow in the forecast.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News starts right now.
Good morning, everybody. It is 7 o'clock here on your Saturday morning. I'm Nick Monticelli.
And I'm Priya Mann. Thanks for joining us. It is going to be a beautiful day today, but it's going to be a chilly one.
Right? So we wish that we could get rid of the rain and push it out just a little bit. But
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News starts right now.
The symptoms start with a high fever, and as of tonight, 25 children are sick. One is hospitalized, and one kindergartner has died, and a Detroit school and daycare are both closed because of this mystery illness. That story tops our news tonight. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skilly, and the Detroit Health Department sent out a bulletin.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
And that breaking news comes to us from Comerica Park, where the Detroit...
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
And you know what else starts right now? Time to put on the sunscreen. Yeah, take a look at Belleville.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News first at 4 starts now.
27 drivers.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
We start tonight with live pictures from Sky 4 over I-696 in Oakland County. Yes, it is really happening. A project is now underway that will keep parts of the freeway closed for the next 2 years. I-696 is a critical east to west freeway. Tens of thousands of drivers use it every single day.
And getting around this right here, it's not going to be.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Could our land, groundwater, and surface water be at risk because of a plan to
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Pamela Osborne. A family is sharing their outrage tonight after police.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
And that breaking news, Hamtramck city manager is suing the mayor and other city leaders for what he calls retaliation.
WDIV